What's up? I'm HUGZ, that's Sam. Welcome to HugSamn. Today we're getting into My Hero Academia, episode 34. Last we left off, craziness that is All for One was kind of revealed to us.
Yeah.
Well, to Izuku, and then we were like listening in on it.
Yeah.
Left in kind of a weird place though.
Yeah.
Because All Might, even though telling Deku the story and kind of the background of how One for All was created and the story of All for One and that whole situation, still was pretty reserved. He didn't talk a lot about the situation that happened with Seven and like all that, with All for One. And then
there was also like this weird thing where he was about to say something and then he decided not to, and then he like whispered, for us to hear him say like he might not be around.
Exactly.
And we're kind of like, does that mean that
he's gonna die,
or he is dying? Like, I mean, we know already he's like already kind of like weakening because of his injuries and stuff, but.
Well, and I had a theory forever ago that, like, when the power got passed on, like, would the previous person die?
Yeah.
But he's still, like, been teaching and, excuse me, even though he has, like, been getting weaker, it's mostly seemed like because of the punch.
Right.
His stomach being missing and, like, the physical things that happened to him, instead of having passed on the power is what's causing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what.
Or the theory that I had was where like kind of like in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like where like if you if it's like a human based homunculus, like the more powerful soul eventually takes over. So it's like like the power, One for All gets passed down, and he's only using 5%. So All Might still has like so much.
Well, he wasn't though. So when he was using 100%, does that mean All Might was losing more power?
I don't know.
Because up until just recently, he was going all the way.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Now he's being more reserved.
Right. I don't know. It might just be like a time thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Like
it'd be just over time he loses his power, but I don't know. Maybe it gives them enough time to like teach the next generation or something, and then I'm not sure. Anyway, we know there is something more to that story that All Might hasn't told Izuku. And at the very end of the episode, in the after credit, we got a chance to kind of see All for One and talking about Shigaraki, Handy Andy, and how he is going to be the next one of him, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm taking, like, Shigaraki is the Izuku to All for One.
Yeah.
And that's going to be who he passes it on to, which is scary in itself because he's already super creepy and super powerful. Because his ability, like Scar from Full Metal, is like that decay, that destruction is insane. Just watching that happen, it's one of the creepiest and like coolest powers.
Right. Because
he just like turns stuff to dust.
Yeah. It's really weird.
It's awesome. Alright, but let's jump into this and see what's going down. Damn! Oh, was that her original costume? Oh, okay. They had to make a wall. Oh my. Savage! This is my moment. This is what I've waited my life for.
テストまで残すところ1週間だが、お前らちゃんと勉強してるだろうな。当然知ってるだろうが、テストは筆記だけでなく演習もある。頭と体を同時に鍛えておけ。
We talked about some people going to summer school too.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the practical exam will be. Oh, cool. Creative. I love how the number one is like shining.
Yeah.
I love that all their scores are like fine on them. Her house has got to be legit if she can just create whatever she wants all the time. Bounce, 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 bounce.
なんだっけ？イロハス？でいいよ。ハラツですね。この人徳の差よ。俺もある。てめえ押し殺したのか。もう当たる。
Damn.
みんな慌てちゃって。今さらジタバタしても始まらないのに。
お前は少しジタバタした方がいいんじゃないか?
It's all about studying the night before. Considering what all they've gone through already, I don't think the practical exam is going to be too hard.
今までやったことって戦闘訓練と救助訓練、あとは基礎トレ。
試験勉強に加えて体力面でも万全に準備。
ああ、ごめん。頭を。
Ah!
ああ、怖っ。
そういうの
Yes
あれにならん。飯田の件知らないの？
剣道君。
ごめんな、A組。こいつちょっと心があれなんだよ。
心が。
入試の時みたいな対ロボットの実践演習らしいよ。
本当？なんで知ってるの？
私先輩に知り合いいるからさ。
こここそ憎き A 組を出し抜くチャンスだったんだ。
いい
Damn.
ないっつうの。
B 組の姉子的存在なんだな。
Watch that all be an act just to like throw them off the guard of what it's actually going to be.
君はいつか奴と。
It's going to be weighing on him, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's like some heavy information to just lay on him like that.
これからのすべてを糧にしなきゃ。なあ。
I like this hair better the other way, just saying.
個性の使い方。ちょっと分かってきたか知らねえけどよ。てめえはつくづく俺の神経魚でするな。
前のデク君、爆豪君みたいな動きになってた。ああ、確かに。
He like craves that validation.
てめえもだ。
Yeah.
爆を思った以上にこじれてな。
He
See,
still...
threatening to like kill, like that's just.
He says it all the time. I
I
don't know
know.
why he does
But
that.
like, you would think that they would have already told him like that he wasn't fit for this or something, you know?
I've said before, he's like on the razor's edge between being good and evil, that he could become a
Yeah.
villain.
俺も。
Something's gotta change him.
何か？
Something's gotta
But
happen.
which way is it going to change him?
She does have a nice place. She's probably like the best interior designer.
As I say, because she
I
can make
wanted
whatever she wants
this, and I
whenever.
wanted in this color, and
とりあえず全部埋めたぜ。
I didn't leave anything blank. I don't know if they're right.
試験は終了。
この試験でももちろん赤点はある。林間合宿行きたけりゃみっともねえヘマをするなよ。
Somebody's got to go to summer school because they talked about it instead of summer
諸君
camp,
な
you
ら
know?
事前に情報を仕入れて。
というわけで、諸君らにはこれから2人1組でここにいる教師1人と戦闘を行ってもらう。
that's cool.
That is pretty fun.
発表したくて
Interpersonal relationships where they're going to pit people against each other, like
俺とだ。そして緑谷
Bakugo
と
and Yo.
赤穂がチーム。
Yo,
Yo!
で、相手は
predictable.
All Might?
They're
They gotta go against freaking All Might?
That's gonna be awesome.
That's
Oh my
the
God,
best!
yes.
This could be the thing that brings them together.
Yeah, and he's like fighting his own quirk. Like
Yo.
that's cool. Except all I know is how to use like 100%.
生徒を2人1組にし、我々教師と戦わせるというのは。
少し酷だと思います。俺らがあっさり勝っちまったら点数もつけられ
If
ない
we
よ。
win too easily, you know this
この
class?
辺りを考慮して教師側にはハンデをつける予定だ。
生徒自身に強くなってもらうことさ。
ですね。異論ありません。
では組の采配についてですが、まずは轟。一通り申し分ないが、全体的に力押しの嫌いがあります。
Yeah.
次に緑谷と爆豪ですが、オールマイトさん頼みます。この二人に関しては能力や成績で組んでいま
It's
せん。
because of their relationship.
ひとえに仲の悪さ。緑谷のことがお気に入りなんでしょう。うまく誘導しといてくださいね。
先生を取られるか脱出するか。なんか戦闘訓練と似てんな。
本当に逃げてもいいんですか？
Sometimes that's the best thing you can do in battles, run away.
Yeah.
相手は
Way better than you.
上イメージないんすけど。
実力差が大きすぎる場合、逃げて応援を呼んだ方が賢明。轟、飯田、緑谷、お前らはよく分かってるはずだ。
バカ！ヒーロー殺しの狙いは俺とその白アーマーだろ。応戦するより逃げた方がいいって。もう間違いない。この試験をクリアして。
They don't back away, you know?
Yep.
There's weights, so it makes it harder to run away.
やっぱ思ったより重い。ちなみにデザインはコンペで初音少女のが採用されたぞ。
初音さん。
What is the dude with like, what is his power? The pro wrestler looking dude.
With the Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
Yeah. Cellophane and Mineta is pretty cool though as a team.
Yeah.
Because they could kind of swing and like throw sticky balls and get away. It's not like Bakugo is going to be
Yeah.
looking to collaborate very much.
青山くん。
だからみんなの戦闘を少しでも参考にしようと思って。
Who are they up against? Cemented.
セメント先生は動きが鈍い。正面突破で高得点を狙おうぜ。
Oh my gosh.
波動力道。個性シュガー
Sugar
ド。
Rush?
Damn, I wish I had that superpower.
Yeah.
がダウンしていくぞ。
Oh wow.
Freaking going ham.
頑張れ霧島くん、佐藤くん。
このままじゃダメだ。
They're gonna tire
霧島
themselves
君と
out.
佐藤君時間が経てば経つほど霧島君たちが不利になる。
They gotta stop breaking them and like climb over them.
試験を受ける生徒の天敵となる先生を。
Well, with the Zuku, it's like the exact same thing.
Yep.
入れねえよお前は。ぶっ壊してもぶっ壊しても壁生えてきやがる。
Recovery Girl knows though, right? Yeah.
戦闘ってのはいかに自分の得意を押し付けるかだよ。
You can't just keep fighting at it.
チーム両者気絶によりリタイア。
マジか。
Oh,
そんな。
wow.
霧島ちゃんが。
So if they don't win, does that mean that they fail, or do they just get a like a lower score?
It might be like an average between
Yeah.
their written
個
and
性の相
exam
性
and
が
stuff.
悪すぎたんだ。
Alright, who are they against?
先生はゲート付近で待ち伏せかしら。
アスイトコヤンチーム演習試験レディーゴー。
Oh, this was the dude I didn't know his abilities. Does this say send his freaking dark shadow around the entire place, you know? Come on now! Alright, you said this one doesn't have an after credit, right?
No, the next one does.
See, I felt like they were at least going to show that battle.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have some interesting stuff coming up, but I guess the most interesting is going to be
All Might
versus Izuku and Bakugo.
Bakugo.
Also, I do have to say though, creating Todoroki up against Aizawa is going to be very interesting because her not being able to create anything, which is like her entire,
Yeah.
you know, her, what do you call it? Her entire quirk, her
Yeah.
entire ability. But like Todoroki, I still think would be, I don't know, even without his quirks, I feel like he's still pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Just because he's a very like aggressive and very like methodically thinking person.
Yeah.
But he does tend to go overboard when he's in his combat mode.
Right.
But I still think without his abilities, I think he would be like pretty formidable.
Yeah.
Whereas
my-
I don't know how she would be.
Yeah. My biggest thing though is like he can like erase their quirks, but then he also has like the
Bandages?
The bandages that
Yeah.
like can fly on like catch and stuff. So it's like it's not like he can just stand there and erase their quirks. Like if their quirks are erased, like they don't have anything else.
Yeah.
But he has like something else on top of his erasing ability, and so that's where I'm a little worried. Like, how are they gonna combat that?
I don't know. Todoroki, I believe in. I think just because I'm kind of a fanboy a little bit. Like, I
Yeah.
think no matter what happens, I feel like he can come out on top in any scenario. But Grady, I don't know. Her Momo's
Is her name
internship.
Creati?
That's like her
Oh.
superhero name. It's Momo or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Creaty was her
That's
superhero
cute.
name. And I don't know, because her internship was mainly around being like a model or like a social superhero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was about doing interviews and modeling and being sexy in the public. And
maybe she can like model and like, you know, take Aizawa's like attention away.
I don't know.
Because isn't it like breaking his attention like makes it where...
Yeah, but out
if
of
she,
all
like,
of the teachers, I don't see
shows
him.
some cleavage or something, he'll be like, what? And then he'll break his like focus and then...
See, now the battle right here with the dude that looks like Mysterio from frickin' Spider-Man, I feel like Tokiyami can send his shadow, like Dark Shadow, and just knock all of them out. Because I think they're just visages. Like, they're not solid entities.
I wonder if, like, Dark Shadow, like, has an ability to, like, sense which one is that. Like, sense, like, temperature or something. You know, I don't know.
Sense temperature.
That's so dumb.
83
but, like,
degrees.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, actual, like, blood is in this body right here.
Dark
you know?
Shadow, the weatherman. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. But even still, just fly around real fast and, like, go through them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be able to, like, pinpoint if any of them is even, like, a real person.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Sue with her tongue just back. I whip my hair back and forth.
She, like, just grab them, like, rip it down to the ground.
I feel like that would work.
Like, that can right there be, like, catching it, because, like, you know, wrap the tongue around it and be like, can't move.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else. Is it Ochako is up against 13?
I'm not sure.
I think
but
that's what it was. I don't know who they were with,
I
though.
know Ayama. Belly button?
Yeah, but is that who she's with?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of who else was up against what teachers. Because also some of the teachers, like, I didn't know. Like, this dude, I had no idea who he was. There's another one that has, like, a cage on his head.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, like, what he does. And then the McCree one is just like he just shoots, right? What is his ability?
Know.
See, all of, like, the pro heroes, I don't know the extent of all their abilities.
Who's the one person that can, like, blow the bubbles and, like, catch people inside the bubbles?
I don't remember. I
remember that during the sports tournament.
I know 13 could, like...
Yeah.
Suck people into their finger.
Yeah.
Like, into their suit or whatever. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be the most difficult test to date. We've already seen a pretty huge failure from Sato and... What is it? The hardening dude, Kirishima?
Yeah.
Kirishima? I don't know. They failed. I can't say they failed super hard because they did go in really deep.
Yeah. They just didn't, like, think about how...
They didn't strategize well.
Yeah. How they're going to get tired.
See, and I think also the deeper into the series it is, like the further into the exam process it is, the more of an advantage you have because you're seeing what the teachers are doing. Like, just going first was the most difficult because you don't really know what you're going up against.
Deku's like up there like, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. But like the people who went first, they didn't know it was going to be harder than they thought it was going to be. They just went in blind.
Well, and they're like, hey, you know, they're using our weaknesses. We need to outsmart them instead of just going right into it. You know, like they can build strategies by watching the other ones, which is kind of how it is. Like when I was in school, I never wanted to be the first one to like give a presentation or something like that because I'd want to see how other people did theirs and how like the teacher in the class responded to it.
Yeah,
because
like
then I could kind of
interacted.
Exactly.
Like, sometimes the teacher would just sit there and be quiet, but sometimes the teacher would be like, "Oh, nice," and then ask questions and stuff.
Or if
it just makes you feel more comfortable.
Well, and or if there was something you were gonna do and somebody else did it, like a style of like performing. Yeah. And then the teacher's like, I don't like that. I think that's like corny or something. You're like, let me not do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. let them take the brunt of all of the attacks. Yes. Plus, if you go at the end, you can give that performance that captivates everybody.
The one that like
the
leaves
one that everybody remembers.
Impression.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see a lot of these fights. So let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. We'll have more videos for you soon. We love you guys. Bye. Bye.